Uh, Hi all, thanks for joining for today's session. This is where we stopped earlier itself, right? So now, how the data got stored in earlier times in Vedas? If you go back in ancient times, they used to write on the animal skins and on the leaves as well. So after that, from after that when they started human race has been started at that time, it has been from the cave paintings to now we came to CD DVD for that reason. Okay, so this is here you can see one slide how the data storage got evolved. So to be precise in simple way, this is the how, like we have punch card, magnetic, after that we got hard disk, after that we got floppy disk. Floppy disk is outdated. We have CD-ROM and DVD is there, but no, but nowadays nobody is using except in hospitals. Whenever you go to the MRI scan, right? In the MRI, they used to give the CDs only now. Well, okay, so now SD card is there. Now SD card also. How, may I know how many of you using memory card in your phone? In 5 years back, 7 years back, you are using, right? But right now, all phones are coming with a default storage of 150 GB. Okay. Now, very rare less and phones are also giving less support for SD cards as well. Now, USB is still running. Now, like hypercloud means we can have the vendors are going to provide the storage in the cloud itself so that we can expand whenever we require. So like that, SQL Server also got evolved. First, Notepad. If you store some data in the Notepad up to 10 GB, if you try to open, it will not get open. It will get stuck. Why? Because their capacity is that much only. After that, we got an Excel so that we can perform some computations and everything. After that, we got a MS Access. After that, SQL Server is there. So this is how storage was evolved from Microsoft SQL Server point of view. Now, one question: if what basis we can call one product as a RDBMS or DBMS? Who told that? Yes, this we can call it as a DBMS. This can be call it as a RDBMS. Okay, first before going to into that, let's understand what's the difference between the DBMS and RDBMS. Okay, this is the common example 1960 and 1970. DBMS stands for Database Management System. So R stands for relational. Relational means primary key, foreign key. So we can establish a relationships between the tables. And in the DBMS, there is no such relationships. Okay, but in our DBMS, we can do primary key, foreign tables and everything. In the DBMS, for example, I have installed MS Access or MS Office in this machine. Can I open that same Word file in another machine? No. Why? Because it doesn't support client server architecture until unless there also Office has to be installed. But right now RDBMS it is not like that. We are going to install one in one server. If connectivity is there from different machines also, we can able to connect to RDBMS. Okay, and each table is going to store as a file in DBMS, but here as a table. DBMS satisfy few rules of EF card. Who is this EF card means we are going to see in the next slides. Like in the DBMS, it's only process small amount of data, but RDBMS no limits. It can process 16 TB up. It can be processed. So in futures it might be increased. I'm talking about only SQL Server point of view. If you talk Oracle and every, it can be more than that. Okay, in DBMS it's stored as a file. In the RDB in SQL Server, data can be stored as a rows and columns. Simple in simple terms, we are calling it as a tabular format. As it is support, as its support is limited, as it means we are going to see in the level 3 what is exactly in here full ACID compliance. What is the best example for DBMS is MS Access. RDBMS stands for our SQL Server only. In the interview, they will ask you, this is a level 1 interview question, what's the difference between DBMS or DBMS? You just remember MS Affix and SQL Server. You just remember one or two lines, that's enough. Okay, now before going to entering into the subject, I just want to deviate for 1 minute. May I know who is the father of modern India? Hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello, Shiva, Mohan. Hello,
Yes, sir, you are able to audible.
yeah. May I know who is the father of modern India? No idea. Any wild guess? No problem.
Raja Rama,
Sorry.
Raja Rama,
No, no, not. Okay. Anyone, please? So, modern architect of India is called like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Why? Because he combined the Indian princely states into India. So that's the reason we call it like why we are calling it as a father means for the good cause who supported or who take the initiation for those persons only we are calling it as a father. Yes or no? Like that we are also having fathers for SQL servers or like if you see the fathers here who invented the computer means Charles Babbage. For the DBMS, who proposed the rules and who invented that Charles Bachman. So now here we seen that right. If you see here, EF card here, edge. Okay, this guy. Because of this guy only, we are here. I mean to say, this guy proposed 12 rules, which starts from zero, means total 13 rules. If if any software follows that rule, then that software can be called it as a RDBMS. Is it clear? Okay, so these are Edgar F card. In simple terms, we are calling it as a EF card. What are those rules? So this is a like manage in the manageable round and everything. Then you see after passing one or second rounds, you I mean they might know that you are very good at subject. I mean what the regular day-to-day activities. At the sometimes they might ask you these kind of questions only to test how good you are internals and backgrounds of the stories and everything. Okay. Now EF card rules. These are all the 12 rules. We are going to see one by one. You can remember one or two. That's enough for us for you. Okay. Now EF card rule. EF card rule means what? Can anyone read it for me, please? Anyone? So it's interaction session, guys. Yeah, it is not nothing like okay. Can anyone read, please? Hello. So if you interact, the session will looks good. Otherwise, na I am only speaking, and at the end of the day, you may not get anything. You got my intention, right? Shiva, can you read this line for me, please?
yes, sir, sir.
Yep. Thank
You
you.
must have an explicit data representation that uses tables, columns, and rows.
Yes, obviously in the SQL server, everything will be in the rows and columns only. Yes or no? And we are going to use the tables only. See, by default, this rules got satisfied. That is a called foundation rule. Okay. Now information rule. Uh, can anyone want to read apart from Shiva Sai? Anyone, please? Yep.
all all data is represented explicitly at the logical level and physically in exactly one way, that is by storing it in tables.
Yep. So now, however, you are inserting the data. Okay, for example, you have inserted one record, after that you have inserted two record. In the same way, how you are inserted in the same way that is going to store the data in the same way in the physical level, means in the page level. That is what information rules is. So these rules are also satisfying. Now, anyone please? Anyone? Yep. Go ahead. Meanwhile, I will open. Yeah. So all data should be accessible without ambiguity, and every data item should be accessed by the combination of table primary key. For example, I'm creating one table, create ID, something, state table Harsha, ID, ID init, comma, name, comma, work hour, comma, 10. So city, work hour. So I have created table like this. Now, and I am inserting the data 1 is equal to 1 1 Harsha and Hyderabad, 2 Shiva, something like Bangalore. Okay, 3 Mohan, comma, Chennai. So something like that. Now if I want to access the data, am I able to retrieve the data, select star from table name where name is equal to Sai. Am I able to retrieve the data like this in our SQL server? Yes or no? Hello? Hello? Yeah. So now this is how. Now not only like this. I can retrieve the data, select name from Harsha. I mean, whatever the I can fetch the data through column wise. I can fetch the data using the attribute value literals. So however, I my requirement is there. I can do like this. This kind of flexibility we are calling it as a guaranteed access rules using the table name and primary key attribute. So SQL Server also satisfying this rule. Now systematic treatment of nulls. For example, here what happened? I am inserting fourth value 4 comma uh, like Harsha, and I'm not inserting this value. If you don't insert any value, it will be like by default null. Okay, let's assume like this. Okay, now if I want to read the data city is equal to where city is equal to null. I mean, can I do like this? Can I do like this? Hello, Shiva, Mohan,
Yes, sir.
can I do like
Yes,
this? Where city
yes.
is equal to null? No, no,
No,
we cannot do like that. Why? Because for dealing with nulls, we have to deal separately. What exactly null means? Null means unknown value or nothing. So null means this. So for these kind of values, we have systematic treatment. If we want to retrieve the nulls, so we have to use separate function is there where city is null function. If you don't want to see the nulls, where is not null. So this is how separate functions are there for to deal with the null values. So that's the reason it is saying that null values should be uniformly treated. So this rule also we are having separately. This rule is also satisfying. Now, dynamic online catalog based on the relationship model means what? Can anyone read this line for me, please? Anyone? Try. Mohan, are you there?
the database metadata should also be stored in a database in a relational form.
Yeah. In a relation format. For example, now what exactly it means? Means I'm creating one table. I mean to say I'm just creating one table. So now, like if you want to see the data, now I want to see the data of what kind of tables are there, what kind of columns are there. Now we are having DMVs. Select star from sys dot tables. See these many tables are I am having in this table. Sir, now I am maintaining the metadata of these tables. so that I can see this information. When this table got created, I can I can see. I can see here when this can modified, what kind of user table it is. All these kind metadata information I can store, I can retrieve from using these tables. And not only this, whenever you create statistics is also there. So there also we are having metadata of that. So now this rules is also satisfying. Now the system must support a comprehensive language that can handle data definition, data manipulation, and transaction management. Okay, very good. Now if I go here, SQL sub languages. So if you see here, SQL Server command is having 5 commands, sub commands. So DDL, definition language, data manipulation language, data control language, transaction control language, data quality language. So you data definition language means you can create, drop, alter, truncate using these commands. DML means insert, update, delete. Data control means who can access, I mean that using grant and control. Transaction means control, rollback, save point. DQL means simple select command only. Like that, it has to support full language. For example, if our mother tongue is Telugu, sir, generally. So I can write in my mother tongue language, I can speak like that. Okay, but some languages like tribal languages are there, but there is they can speak, but they cannot write because of there is no written text like alphabets and everything in that language. So like that, if we have full support like this, then this rule can be satisfied. This is what exactly the rule is. Okay, now we are moving to update rule. Now it is calling the view updating rule. Any view that is theoretically updated should be updated by the system. For example, what is view, sir? Generally, what is view in your terms? We are saying that view, right? What exactly view is? Anyone, please? I'm opening the new query. View means virtual table. For example, I am having employee ID, employee name, department, salary. But I want to provide access only employee ID, employee name, and department. I don't want to see that any other person has a salary. So we are going to create a virtual view with these with uh, three columns, so that whenever he query that tables and everything, na, automatically he will able to see only three columns. Now I'm creating one table here. Now done. Now I'm inserting three records. Done. Now I'm creating create view DBA employees. It's a view so that it select star employee ID, name, salary. Three columns I want to install. Now instead of that I will place here depart. Oh, no, okay, no. So I'm creating a view. Now what I'm doing, I'm updating the data. I'm updating the data using the views, using the view. Okay, now if I click this data where salary is 500, where employee for employee ID the salary is 5000 here. Okay, now if I try to update, see, I'm updating the data using the view, not the table. Now if I see here, yeah, you can see 5000. Okay, salary plus 50. Okay, 50,000 and 55,000. Okay, now I'm inserting the data using the views only, not the original table name. So I can do that. So whatever I'm doing here in the on the view, it is updating in the in the base table. Yes or no? Hello. So
Yes, sir.
so that this rule is also satisfying. And high level insert and update should be set. The system should support uh, operations for inserting, updating the data. Now if you see here, what it means. Hello boss, you should not allow only one record to update. It should be all, I mean it should be in bulk level. It should be, I mean how much it can. Now if for example I'm having 10 lakh rows, can my software allows to update the records 10 lakhs? Yes. How? For example, if you remove this command, what will happen? Anyone guess? Anyone say? If I remove this update DBO employee set salary is equal to 5,000, what will happen? It will update all these person salaries in this table, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, yeah. See, 4 rows got affected. Means my software, my RDBMS software is supporting high level set base up, insert, update, delete, all these things. Okay, that is what it rule says. Okay, now physical data dependency. What exactly it means? For example, uh, I can kept my data file, MDF file, log file in D drive, in C drive, or E drive. So it doesn't matter. For example, For example, I am having this temp DB in D drive. I in la like in E drive. Am I using my? Does my query changes anything here? Hello?
No.
No, right? So this is what it means. So my I can say these are all changes are invisible to the user. So can I say I am having physical data independence where it doesn't matter. Okay. I mean wherever your data resides, your query language remains same, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now the same rule logical data independence. Logical independence means what here? I will let you know. Sir, 1 minute. Sir, I am creating a table. Sir, I am creating a table without schema. Okay. Without schema, I am trying to create. See, I am able to create. Now, here, what happened? Can I call it here as if you see here, okay. Now, here I have created the schema. Okay. By default, it is showing like as, I mean, I can querying the data using the schema as well. But I can also query the data using without schema. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So without schema also, what are the schema that has been changes here? Doesn't matter. I'm able to retrieve the data. Yes or no? Yeah. Here one is a guess. Now what I'm trying to do here, I'm creating one table. One before that, I would like to create one schema. Create schema something. 1 minute. SCH. I'm creating schema. Now I'm trying to create arsha.emp. Okay. Now you let me. Now if I do like this, okay. Now I'm not getting any data, right? Yes or no? I'm not sure which employee table I'm trying to retrieve. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Here what happen whenever if you don't mention any table schema name, by default it will go to DBO schema. Up to then it is good. Particularly your schema is having only I mean user created schemas are there. At that time you are in the application code you have to mention the code as well. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what happened here? I will let you know. So this is my application. This is my application. Here what happened? My application is using select star from table name. Select star from table name. Something like that. Okay. It is having three columns. Three boxes are it is been there in the application. Whenever this application got connected, it will display ID, name, department, salary. Let's assume like that. What happened here? I will added one more column. One more column is called status, like that. Status column is there. Now application, now uh, application is having only these many rows, but my table is actually passing some extra row. Now do I need to do application team has to make the changes in the application code as well? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So this rule is satisfying to some extent only. Okay. So it is following that, but only if you specify in the DBO. Okay. Logical data dependency. It is satisfying, but with some extent only. If use cases are different, it is not supporting. Okay. It is okay. It's a 0.5%. Okay. One. Now integrity depends. What is mean integrity here? What is mean when I say that in database? What is integrity? Integrity means rules and regulations. Rules and regulations. So we have integrity concerns like primary key, prime,
Format.
foreign key. Yeah, yep, unique key. Yeah, the yeah foreign key is well. But let's example. I will set these two. Yep. What the primary key will do? What primary key will do? It will not allow. It will not allow duplicate values and null values. Yes or no? If your table is having primary key, it doesn't allow duplicate and null values. What the unique key will do? It will not allow duplicates and allow only one null value. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
yes.
So these are all the like rules and regulations. Yeah, my SQL server is also following the integrity rule. If my table is having primary key, if I enforce duplicate value, what is the error? What is the error got? Primary key violation. Yes or no?
Yes.
So my software is doing that. If you purpose, if you have a primary key, it will create the cluster index. Cluster index means what? Data gets started as per the index key. Data sorted as per key. Now if you create a unique key, it will create non-cluster index. Data not started. This is interview question. What's the difference between primary key, unique key? Then at that time you can say this example. Okay. Now this rule is also satisfying. Now coming to last two rules. Now the system is able to handle data distribution, multiple locations, and applications need to know about it. Now for example, I'm taking the new file. I'm having one SQL server in Mumbai. I'm having another SQL server in Hyderabad. Okay. Now I'm configuring. This is the linked server. Now if I configure like this, do I need to make any changes? I mean, in the query language? No, right? So wherever the data stands and do that. I mean, location also doesn't matter. Distribution query doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Only we give the syntax. Only we need to give the full name. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So these rules also satisfying. Okay, distributor. This is called in simple example linked servers in our in SQL server. Non-subversion rule. The system must not allow. Here you can see the system must not allow data to be accessed in multiple to bypass the relational integrity constraints. Relational integrity constraint means for any key. Okay. For example, I'm having SQL server. If you, here I'm having a primary key. Just now only we talked about it's not allowed duplicate values. Here, for example, what happened? There is a bug. There should not a bug. Okay, by any language like using C++ or whatever language, I can bypass these rules. Any third party software should not bypass this. SQL Server should not allow any tools or any software to bypass these kind of rules and regulations. Okay, that we are calling it as a non-subversion rule. So SQL Server will satisfying all the 12 rules with some practical limitations and variations. So now, shall I call it a SQL Server as a RDBMS software? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So now, yeah, now we can call it as a RDBMS software. Okay, very good. So generally in my area, in my area, there is one shop, sir, called Red Bucket Biryani. It was so much crowded is there, so many people are there. Now what will happen after that? Some people, sir, we have to see the market and we have to act accordingly. Yes or no? In other in few shop distance, one more guy open as a green bucket biryani. In some other area, it will call it as a pink bucket biryani. Yes or no? Hello? Yeah, have you seen
Yes.
that, right? If you see the KFC, okay, what is meant KFC stands for? Kenchedi fried chicken. So in my nearby shop, nearby area only there is BFC, Bobby fried chicken. Okay, Colonel fried chicken. Okay, and there are so many things. Means if you know one model, using that model, so many models will get evolved. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, the same way it applies to SQL Server as well. Yeah. Now, like RD seeing this model, so like that we have not only RDBMS, we have like that so many models came into market. One is hierarchy data model, network model, ERP model, relationship model. I will just now if you see here hierarchy model. Okay, in the hierarchy model, shoe is there. In the shoe, we are having women's shoe and men's shoe, like that hierarchy. Okay, in Windows also there is a one hierarchy model database. Hierarchy model is there. May I know what is that? Do you have any idea? So register editor. Register editor is follow the hierarchy model. If you see in the computer, we are having 5 subcategories. In that, I can having one more category like this. Okay, so this is called hierarchy model. Sir, generally we are living in a democracy. In the democracy also we have a hierarchy. May I know who is the first person of India? Hello?
President.
Yeah, president. So like that, India, where is that? Yeah, you can see like that. See, first president. By parliament and assembly, we will elect a president. After that, vice president. After that, prime minister. After that, council of ministers, cabinet. After that, parliament members, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. So like that, we are following the hierarchy model for the our democracy. Now, may, in all of these three, in all of these 10, may you know where our SQL Server lands? Anyone? Anyone, please?
Relational model.
Exactly, relational model. See, if you see here, network model. This is how it looks like. Okay, and that entity relation model depends on the flow charts. Okay, and so this is how our SQL server, so like tables and columns and everything. Okay, just you for information purpose, nobody will ask you. Just if your purpose, along with the RDBMS, we have two models. One is hierarchy, relationship model, and network model. Just remember like that. Okay, so now editions. Sir, we have so many editions are there. One is enterprise edition, standard edition, web edition, developer edition, express, data center, business intelligence edition, evaluation, embedded edition, compact edition, parallel data edition. Sir, these many editions are there. If these many editions are there, user will get confused. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
There is
Yes.
a one proverb, too many chefs can spoil the broth. Yes or no?
Yes.
So keeping that in mind, Microsoft uh, like all these change, all these editions are available mainly in 2008 only. After 2008, what happened? It got in 2008 it got separated into mainstream editions or specialized editions like this. Okay. Now what happened? After 2018, data center edition has been renamed into enterprise edition. Okay, I mean in the 2012 there is no edition of data center. Okay, like that some editions are got removed after the 2018. Mainly, mainly sir, I used to work on uh,
And
enterprise,
standard.
standard, mainly these two. Sometimes developer, very rare time some clients are there very conscious. For the even for 2 GB 5 GB also they are very small. For sometimes very rare express. Express. So only these editions are also we are going to work on this. Okay, enterprise standard developer. Okay, so remaining as of now I didn't work. Okay, I mean edition just features difference. In the interview they might ask you what's the difference between editions. Then only one straight question. One straight answer is hardware and feature support. For example, if you want to install SQL Server 19, can I install in SQL Server 12? Hello?
No.
No,
No, we
means
can't.
it doesn't support. If you want to install 19, it must be on from minimum level is 2016. Okay, and if you see here, I will go to the yeah now MS SQL Server 2019 futures comparison. Yep. Now if you see here in SQL Server 19, we are having enterprise, standard, web, developer, evolution, and express. Evolution nothing but trial edition only. Trial edition by default 180 days. 180 days means how many months? 6
6 months.
months. 6 months we can use. So these many editions are also, I mean, editions only available. So we don't have like work group edition and business intelligence, parallel edition, fast track edition. We don't have all these things. Now, if we see here, yeah. So, if I go with the enterprise edition, so how much how much CPU can I use? How much system you have that many license CPU can use. But if you go with the sorry, if I go with standard edition, what is the limitation? Only 4 sockets up to 24 cores. Either you can use 4 sockets or you can use up to 24 cores only, which is a standard edition. If I go with the web edition, it supports only 4 sockets or 16 cores only. So can I say this line? Futures have what's the difference between the editions means? Can I say hardware support? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you
So
can say.
hardware support. Now, not only hardware support, it supports this one edition, this one only. Can I do log shipping in Express edition? Hello?
Mm,
Can I do log shipping in Express?
no, we can't.
No, we can't. Okay, so that's the reason. That's the reason. I mean, can I say the differences between like editions is hardware support and future support? Yes or no?
Yes, simple.
Yeah. So this is what exactly the main difference. Whenever you say that, you can say this one single straight answer is enough. Just remember one thing, one future. Okay. So that in SQL Server in enterprise, how much CPU we can use, how much we can use, as much as the system support. But coming to Express, it is a limited, right? So like that, we have future support only. I mean, hardware and future support. Yeah. Sir, Microsoft support two types of licenses. One is core-based licenses previously, and server plus CAL subscriptions. Okay, sir, if you are having 6+ of years experience, or if you become a like team leader or manager, then you are going to work with the license. No problem, sir. If you don't know, we have a sales team separately from Microsoft. We can connect with them, and we whatever your management ask, you can connect with them and you can retrieve the data. But for your information interview purpose, I'm letting you know here. Sir, we are having previously we are having socket based license. If you see here now, how many sockets my laptop is having?
Only one socket,
In one socket, how many cores are there?
4 cores.
Virtualization is enabled. Virtualization is enabled. It is going to get double. How many? Now you let me know how many cores are there in my CPU?
8 cores.
8 cores. Okay. Now I'm having 8 cores in CPU. Now if I want to install one software, if I want to install one software, how many license I need to purchase? Enterprise edition. How many cores I need to
For
purchase?
enterprise, we need 24 cores.
Sorry.
For enterprise, we need 24 cores.
No, no, no. That is a limitation. That's a limitation. I
Okay.
mean, okay. Five for me. Like how many license I need to purchase for 8 cores or one or eight?
One.
No, it's not socket based.
Okay.
Now it's a all logical cores only.
Process.
Okay. That what that means you if you are one socket, mostly it supports up to 24 cores only. If the socket is have more than cores, you have to go with the cores only. That what it means. Up to 2008 it was socket based only. Now Microsoft is not making so many many with the if it go with the socket based. Yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
so now that's the reason it went to the logical cores only. Now if you see here, yeah, sir, license, this is what license is there. For example, enterprise, if you want to purchase SQL Server 2022, now I will open the calculator, sir. I'm very not good at calculating things. Okay, for 2 core pack, minimum 2 core. Okay, minimum 2 core. How many dollars are there? 15, 123. Now, like that, how many cores are there for me? 8 cores. 8 core
8.
means here by default 2 cores will come. Okay, so like
Support.
that, I need to purchase four. Yes or no? Four into in one license pack, I'm having 2 cores only, right? So
Yes.
like that, I'm having eight. Okay, 8
4.
by 2, 4.
4.
4 cores I need into
4.
4. How many?
60,000.
60,492 dollars, not the rupees. Okay. So may you know what is the currency rate now? Uh, 90 rupees. Now
And
I will 80. Okay, no problem. Let's take with the 80. Okay. So now you tell me how many rupees it is? Anyone,
8
please?
lakhs 39,360.
Yeah. For 8 cores, if you want to purchase enterprise SQL server, 48 lakhs 39 rupees, company has to pay for one SQL server. For one SQL server with 8 cores. So these many rupees that I need to pay. Okay. So this is one time job. Okay. one time only, like up to 10 years you can do like. Okay, now what happened here, like server base, for example, sir, my company is a small company, I'm having only 5 employees. Okay, for that reason can I purchase 48 lakhs? No, right?
No, not required.
No. So for that reason we are having a cal. What does cal means? Client access license. Means how many users are there, you can purchase that many for that many users also, no problem. So for this one we are having only in the standard format. Now what will happen, let's do that calculation. Sir, if you want to purchase cal license, now what happened, standard, what is the standard per core? For example this one I will go with the 2 pack. Okay, so now let's have the 1 pack only. Okay, 3945 dollars plus
That
$230. Yeah, for example I will do go in that way, 230 into 5 users, so $11 plus what is the standard format, standard server license, plus 989. So these many dollars into how many,
80.
uh, 80 rupees. Yeah, tell me how many.
1,71,120.
Yeah, so instead of paying, so it all depends upon the use cases generally. Okay, again we need to purchase this one, right? Core pack course also different. Okay, again we need to add this one as well. Okay, now sir, I'm having still doubts, I'm not confident like how I need to do anything. No problem, sir, no problem. Once you log in this page here, are you able to see this icon? Hello?
Yes, you can see.
Yeah, so click on this button, chat this button, click on this chat. Yeah, start whatever doubts you are having. I want to purchase MS SQL Server 2025 on subscription. May I know the like price? Okay, so they are going to ask all these email IDs and everything. So if you have any Gmail or whatever it could be, so just for testing purpose. Okay, if you are, if you have been into this task, then you can give your official email ID and start conversation. Okay, so like that you can negotiate with the chat team and everything. So before in the coming to classes, I did like that. So I'm asking that, do I need to pay yearly for the SQL Server 2022 core license per single year? They said this license is one-time payment usually. So like that you can have detailed discussion based on the requirement. Okay, so that they will let you know what exactly how much it is. They will send one document as well. Am I clear? Am I
Yes.
clear? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Now sort license is completed. Silent now subscription. Sir, I have now just I have created a company. I don't want to pay this much. I can go with the subscription model as well. Okay, why? Because like just paying like previous in our olden days, we can get cycles bicycles for rent, right? The same way for month we can get the subscriptions as well for SQL Server. Okay, now I would recommend you to, if you have any doubts, I just open the chat and you can have a discussion like this. Now where to download all these keys? Okay, now for example if I click this download button, today I'm going to show you what exactly how we need to do. Now if I replace this one, let's see. Now so this URL is up. Now if you go here, Wait a minute. MS SQL Server 2025 download. Yep. So this is the evolution center. Okay. This using this link, I can download SQL Server ISO file. If I click 64-bit, it will get downloaded. Now open this link. Click yes. Now here what I need to select, download media. Here it is saying that where I need to save the ISO file, here only. From this location I need to download. Click download. So yeah, it got successful. Open folder. Yeah, where it is been there. So yeah, it is there. Now copy this file, or you can paste it in desktop, otherwise not required. Just close this button. It is completed. You can extract this continent like this, or otherwise you can use the mount point. Right now click mount. So it will mount is a like virtual DVD. It will open like this. Now open open this one. Um, this one, right click, new open window. Here we have a setup file. Right click on that. Select run as administrator. Here we have select yes. Once it is done, I will going to support. Now before doing that, everything, whenever you got any request, you have to ask two questions to yourself. What is the hardware support? What is the hardware prerequisites and software prerequisites? Now if you see here, go to the Google here, you can type prerequisites for SQL Server 2025. What is that? Processor should be 64 only or 2.5 only. Now if you go and see my software CPU, how many base speed is, what is my that? 2.8 means so from the CPU point of view, my software is supporting, right? Yes or no? Yep. Yep. Now RAM, how much RAM I am having? Minimum 4 GB. Now if I go here, like how much RAM I'm having? Here can you see how much RAM I'm having? 32 GB RAM. Yes or no? So in that case also I'm also good. Hard disk space I'm having 2 GB. Minimum 6 GB is recommended. Yeah, monitor resolution, yes, doesn't matter. Okay. What is the minimum operating system? Windows 10. Okay, I'm using Windows 10 only. From server point of view, we are from SQL Server 2019. Like uh, software requirements, minimum version is 4.7, and it required admin permission. Okay, so like this all we have to follow the prerequisites. So if you see here, yeah, this is done, this is done. Yeah, all these things we need to follow. Now if I see here, yeah, whenever you got any request, you need to ask the question, how much RAM my SQL Server is supporting, how much hard disk, and what are the software requirements and everything. Now generally if you see here, um, uh, Windows installer is running or not on which version is not required. Just I'm telling in older versions it required. So just copy, and so I'm having latest version Windows installer only, then it's fine. Okay. Now if I want to see that what is the .NET things and everything, I mean, so now 4.8. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I'm having one step extra only. Okay. So in that case, I'm very good to, I'm having all the prerequisites. Okay. Now I'm going to install that one. Now go to this drive. Yeah, this is done. Now click on installation. Here we have one feature called new SQL Server standalone installation. Click on this one. Yeah, proceed next. Um, in SQL Server in 2025, developer edition has been got separated in two ways. Uh, one is enterprise developer and standard developer. The main reason why it got divided into this means, for example, if a developer means evolution, I mean enterprise edition only. So people are getting suffered. Why? Because if they develop the changes on developer edition, which is a license enterprise equivalent to enterprise, if they want to move the code into standard, then it is not going to support, right? So that's the reason they got two models: enterprise developer, standard developer. Now right now I'm going to select evolution edition, which is a trial edition. Now proceed next. I accept the terms and conditions. Next. Here uncheck this box. We are not looking for Azure. Next. Yep. Here I can select what are the features I want. Here I'm selecting only database engine. I'm selecting next. Yeah. I'm just typing MS SQL Server whatever 2025. I'm just giving some random name. In real time, they used to follow one rules and regulations. So like that, what is means it means like um, database center, BRK, and what is the quality name? Is a testing? It's a prod or 01. Like this, they used to follow the naming convention. Now I'm just giving this a random name. So in this machine, you can see all this SQL Server got installed. So this one, uncheck the box. Collision we are going to see in the detail later session. Just to show this for today, this is the demo. We are going to see all the options. Now add current user. Yeah. While installation, na, you have to add your team DL as well. For example, you have done installation here. Okay, in the next shift, if any works comes, you are only able to log in, right? Yes or no? So at that time you have to add your team DL as well. Now go to directories here. This is where your SQL Server root directory is going to install. TempDB, by default it is going to, I mean, as per your requirement you can select. Okay, now max DOP and memory you can adjust, file stream. All these details we are going to see in detail in 2020, in SQL Server 2022. Okay, just experience the UI here. Next, now here we are going to see configuration file.ini. Now install. Done. So in order to connect to SQL Server, we require one tool. That tool we are calling it as a SSMS. So our latest version is SQL Server 2000 SSMS 2020 2022. Not 22, just 22. So already I have installed here. To make you sure to experience that one, I will do that in via AVD. Okay. So I'm closing. So yeah. Sir, as I said, na, your system is having uh, .NET 4.7, right? By default, whenever you have Windows, it will update 4.7 only. If not, you can use go to the Google, like you can sell, type .NET 4.8 offline installer. Go to this one. Yeah, so you can download this file and you can install. Okay, so if your system doesn't have 4.net framework is installed. Okay, am I clear, right? So yeah, so it got success. Now if I click here, now if you see at what time we have open SSMS ISO file 957 when it got complete, this is one. Final was result pass. What is the action we perform? Install. So like that we will get one summary. So click close. Now open your SSMS and try to connect. Now, so this is how it looks like. Okay, browse local. What is the name that this one, right? Okay, trust connected. See, I'm able to connect. Now select star from, type here. I have installed SQL Server 2025 RTM edition. So like that, if any request comes, you have to ask what is the hardware support and feature support based on the requirement and everything. What are the features that they need to my company wants, you can install and you can close the task as well. So yep, we will see the SSM installation tomorrow. So as of now, any doubts, let me know. Otherwise, I can stop the recording. Am I good to stop the recording, please? I will consider this silence as a yes.